the way that I would describe it is it literally feel as though the entire center of my body was scooped away, like that there's nothing here. But it still hurts a lot. Like it's empty, but it hurts. It's a really, and it's a hole that will never fully close for as long as I live. So it's very difficult for any parent to not know what happened. So if you don't know what happened, then you can only imagine, right? I mean, so that to have to think about, you know, the potential possibilities that could have occurred is torture. How scared he must have been in that moment, you know, when he knew, when he was in the water. You know, your brain won't even let you continue down that path for too long, you know, because it's too painful to really think about, like, to really truly picture your child in these types of situations. I never even thought for a moment that Perry would be on a boat unsupervised. I just never even thought that that was even a possibility. Even in the inlet, you know, where they were supposed to stay, according to their word, where they were supposed to stay. I would never let him do that without an adult. I was a 14-year-old boy too. You know, you take risks. I've asked myself this question. There's so many questions that I have. But one question I've continually asked myself over and over again is, you know, you've got two experienced 14-year-olds that have been on the ocean in boats before. Whether they've been with adults or not, let's say, is irrelevant at this point. Jim Doolin, that 20-year veteran fisherman that was quoted as saying, you know, you couldn't miss it. It was black. It was going to be a mean one. All the boats were coming in. This was the only boat going out. Why? You could do this any day. You could do this. You could do it. What would cause two 14-year-olds to go into a storm? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me. It's amazing to me that they found it for the third time, and that the phone was on it, and the boys put it in a watertight compartment, and that there's just too much for that not to yield something. So when I saw that, I knew, I felt that God's hand was on this. I focused, number one, on that I'm so unbelievably grateful that I was blessed enough to have a child, and the amazing 14 years that I did get to spend with him. And I know with absolute confidence and conviction that my son would not want me curled up in a ball crying in a dark room. And the times that I do, I picture him saying, "Get up, Dad, get up. You know, go live with passion like you always said you wanted to do." I've this my bracelet, you know, it says "Lives with Passion" on it. You know, I've worn this for years. He would say, you know, "I'll see you when you get here."